Hello and welcome to this video. As you can see, my family of consumer firing systems is growing by the month. If you are a radio astronomer and live anywhere near me, I do apologise profusely. There's always room for one more though, and today I welcome FireFly Plus to UKFR HQ. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the product and also do a quick unboxing to show you what you get inside. There is a joke in the UK that you wait ages for a bus and then two come along at once. So we waited ages for an app-controlled firing system and then two come along in the same season. There's this one and also Ignite, which I've already reviewed. But I just want to set the record straight a little with FireFly because this has been around for a long time before Ignite came onto the market. In fact, it was first posted about in June 2017 in my Fireworks forum. On their website, FireFly say that they have 35,000 users in 31 countries, so this is already a very well established system. This is going to be available in the UK now from a UK company that's actually sent me this one to review. At the time of producing this video, I'm still waiting confirmation from them as to availability. For example, are they selling it directly via a website, what that website will be. Also, the all-important UK price. I don't know that yet. If I get that information at any point, I will update the video description for this on YouTube or my forum post that accompanies this video. I can only guess at the moment for a price. If we hop onto the FireFly website, as you can see there, FireFly are selling this for $229. It's showing as reduced from $279. I don't know if that's a permanent reduction or a temporary one. So my best guess would this would be 200 and something pounds rather than 100 and something pounds. Onto the headline features of this system, and there's quite a few. The first is this is app controlled, so you control it from your phone or your tablet. Back in 2017 when we were first talking about it in our forum, this was quite revolutionary, the fact that you could do this. Well, we've been somewhat spoilt now because Ignite has come over and stolen some of the glory, so to speak, so we're used to that as being out there in the marketplace. Interestingly, on FireFly's website, in their wrap-up video for 2020, they talk about they use Wi-Fi for connection for this rather than Bluetooth. They talk about a better compatibility and better range as being their reasons for doing this. Their website also says this has up to 300-foot range and you can connect up to 50 units to give you a total of 750 queues. Each system has 15 queues. The most intriguing feature though I think of this system is the reusable igniters. This comes with 15 igniters, one for each queue. So the plastic clip contains a heated coil, a bit like a Talon igniter but more heavy duty. So once that glows it sets fire to the visco fuse on your firework, but afterwards you can reuse the clip. The FireFly website shows how to clean it after each use. Basically you just do a dry run with it without a fuse connected so it burns off any debris and then you should be good to go again. One of my first thoughts about reusable igniters after the initial excitement was, what if you wanted to fire several fireworks all at the same time from one queue? How would you do that with this system? Well, did you know, because I didn't until I checked out their website to research this, you can actually connect standard E-matches and standard Talons to the clips because they actually have inside terminals for you to connect bare copper wire to for normal igniters, and you can fire multiple igniters per queue. So this system then is quite flexible. You can clip onto your fuse on the firework and set fire to it in the normal way using the coil, or you can wire multiple igniters, multiple Talons or E-matches to that queue, or presumably you can do a mixture of both. I don't know how fiddly that will be in practice. So this does seem to have quite a lot of options covered. Let's do a quick unboxing and take a look in the box. If you can bear with me just a second, I will rearrange my studio so I've got an overhead camera so we can see what's going on. Right, I'm all set up now with an overhead camera for the unboxing. I've had to turn my neon light off because the orange was freaking my phone out, but let's head over now to have a look at what's in the box. So here we have the box itself. It's quite a large box with a carry handle there, so the top here just slides off. There we have the unit itself, an antenna. I never know how to pronounce that word, so perhaps I won't. An aerial. So let's take the unit out. There we go. So here is the FireFly unit. It's quite a chunky beast, and with batteries in, it's pretty heavy. This takes 8 D-size batteries, and they recommend Duracell Plus batteries as being the only thing heavy duty enough to run this system. Now, the cheapest price I could find on Amazon Prime for some batteries delivered tomorrow, for example, works out to just over £10 for a set of batteries. So that's by no means a cheap way of doing it. So in fact, what I'd recommend is that if you're buying this system, look at their rechargeable battery base plate you can buy. I don't know availability in UK pricing as it stands at the moment, but it's showing on FireFly's website as being $39.99. That also has 50% more power and so on than using standard batteries, so I think that would be a good investment. On the subject of batteries, the battery compartment, which is the base plate, is held on with 4 screws. I can tell you from experience that you do need a precision or watch screwdriver to fit these screws. Don't try and use a normal posi-drive screwdriver because you'll shred the top of the screws off. So in effect, we've gone from one extreme to another. With the Ignite system, the battery cover was really flimsy and wouldn't even fit on properly if you used a PP3 battery, whereas here this is held on so securely that you're not going to be able to change your batteries that quickly mid-show. So do make sure you've got fresh batteries before you start out. So looking back at the thing there, we've got a variety of safety information. The button to power it on and off is there. There is a variety of different lights that come on, and you can change the mode on this. You press this button here, and going from what the FireFly website says, this will change its mode from being the master unit to being connected to others or in a firmware download mode, that type of thing. So you've got that there, and you've got the connections for the cues around the side there. And then underneath there, here in the box, a leaflet about FireFly, and we get the 15 igniters. So taking a closer look at one of these, you can see that these come with a plug that's very similar to what you get on a power supply. So these will plug in like so, and then they end with the clip here. Taking a closer look at one of the igniters now, this plug actually comes out of here. There's a small latch on the side that you open up, and there you've got your heated coil in the middle there and 2 terminals either side. In actual fact, I'll see if I can bring this up to the camera and whether it will focus. There we go. So as you look at this shot, the visco fuse would come in through the gap in the case in the bottom and end on the coil. But notice the terminals on the left and right here, and the gaps at the bottom of the case for the wires from igniters to come out. So hence what I said earlier, you can use standard igniters which end with a bare copper wire. You would just put them in the 2 terminals here, and then that clips over like so. Plug in that end and plug into one of your terminals. And according to the box, there's a selection of igniters included, 2 different lengths. So that's my quick unboxing and first look at this system. I hope you found this video useful to get an overview of the system. It certainly looks quite exciting. It's a nice chunky system. I'm particularly interested in finding out how the reusable igniters work in practice. I've got some more videos coming up on this system, but I don't want to just duplicate what other people have done, so I'm not going to be doing an in-depth guide on how to use the system or how the app works. That's already so well covered on YouTube. Really, my focus in the next couple of weeks of testing is going to be on 2 things. First of all, a real world range test. That is such a hard sentence to say. So I will be borrowing the same garden I did for the Ignite system. That's a very British garden. It's got greenhouses, sheds, metal frames, vegetable patches, even an upturned bath in. So if a signal can get through that lot, then it's pretty good for any garden. So that's to come. And also I want to check out the reusableness of these igniters. So having switched a DB04 system on 1,000 times to see if I could get the thing to blow up, I certainly won't be shirking away from testing these to destruction. So that's going to take a few days to do that. What I'll be doing is firing repeatedly pieces of visco, seeing how far we can push the reusableness of this so we can get an idea of value for money for that. So please stay tuned. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and also give me a thumbs up on the video. Your support is very much appreciated. And on that note, I will thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.